Hello, all. This is Matt, and I would like to share some crazy synchronicity that I had earlier this evening, which was really awesome, actually. Um, and it has a lot to deal with a lot of the comments I've been reading, and so I wanted to share this. So I was out for a walk earlier this evening, and I put on my phone and chose a went to the Apple Music for you and chose a playlist of rock songs from 1973 because I like classic rock a lot. So um, I just press play and I'm walking and I'm enjoying the night and it feels good. And so it ends up coming to this song and I'm listening to it and I it's really fun. And that's been the message that has been coming through a lot lately. Like, you know, we got to start having fun. Not take things so seriously. Like that reminds me of Stewie from Family Guy. And when he's blocking Brian from coming down the stairs and he's all jacked up on steroids. I don't know if anyone's seen that Family Guy episode, but yeah, I just thought of that, and he, is like, oh man, why are you taking things so seriously? Yeah, I don't know, I can't do Stewie. But anyways, yeah. So this song, I was listening to it. I've never really been a huge Elton John fan, being even a piano player myself and everything. But which is kind of make the end of this kind of like really interesting. But so I'm listening to the song and it's really kicking, and back in the 70s, 1973, I think I really like a lot of classic rock because it was, real bands using, real instruments and making awesome, powerful music with, great messages too. And not saying that any digital music today or anything like that is bad at all, because I myself am a creator of a lot of EDM and trance and stuff like that. And most of my favorite artists are, trance artists like Armin van Buuren and DJ Tiesto, and it's a whole nother ball game. But the point is, it's hard to do what is done with such power and force, I guess you could say, with someone like Elton John. And this particular song, Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting, I just was listening to it, and it was really like, wow. I felt like I was really having fun. Like this thought came to me, like, okay, this is 1973 songs. And then I realized the synchronicity that I actually live on 73rd Avenue. Okay? And I don't know where that light just came from, but autofocus, okay. But so I live on 73rd Avenue, and this is the playlist from 1973. And that just kind of struck me. Oh, let's bring him back here. Oh, okay. And let's see. So then I take out my phone just randomly and to see what the name of the song was. Okay, and then I see this Yellow Brick Road. And all that we've been talking about with Yellow Brick Road and everything, and how I actually live in. It's called Emerald Point. And that's kind of significant to me. I've been having a lot of thoughts about the Yellow Brick Road lately. And, my shower is actually lined with yellow tiles. So I kind of feel like I'm living out this trip towards this Emerald City, and when you really think about The Wizard of Oz, it's really the journey inwards one makes to discover that it really is all an illusion, which is what we're going through now. So it's great that all these things are coming up and everyone's starting to connect now, that it's like all the bricks of this road are coming together. And that's another song title that's been coming to me lately, Come Together by the Beatles. Come together right now. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna start singing for y'all, but maybe another time. But but that's been coming to me lately, Come Together. And I've heard it on the radio a few times and everything. Um So, and then one other thing about the Yellow Brick Road, one of my favorite bands, of course, is Pink Floyd, and I think to myself earlier, the song off of the Wall album, all in all, it's just another brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. And we don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teachers, leave those kids alone. And it's sort of that this is significant to me, saying goodbye, Yellow Brick Road, because if we're all a part of this wall, a brick in the wall, or in this case, a brick in this yellow brick road that's leading to the discovery that it's all an illusion, then the illusion is created by those who are, telling us what to do, or the ones with the thought control and this and that. So that's what I'll say about that one. Then next song that came on the playlist happened to be another unbelievable song, Live and Let Die, by Mr. Paul McCartney, Sir Paul McCartney rather, who will be here on this earth and in this universe forever. If there's anyone who, or any band who channeled the spirit, it was the Beatles. And this song just came on, when you were young and your heart was an open book, you used to say, live and let live. But in this ever-changing world that we live in, it makes you give in and cry. Say, live and let die. So I know it doesn't sound as good when I just speak it rather than him singing it and all the instruments and everything. Because, but that's really significant. That's significant too, because it's kind of like, well, when we're kind of not really awake or whatnot, you can say that when you're young, your heart's an open book. You're told, live and let live. You did that. Or live and, it's almost like live and let the other part of you that is the illusion live as well. And then you realize, but in this ever-changing world that we live in, makes you give in and cry. Say, cry, you release, I guess, it's the purging. I did a lot of crying over the summer, man. Oh my God. It was crazy, but it was so awesome. And live and let die. Like, just, it's almost like you just gotta worry about yourself. That's what I found this song to mean. It's kind of like, live, it's not live and let live. Yeah, okay. But no, live and just let it die. Just let the old go away. And if somebody wants to stay in, it's not even about other people. I find that it's really, in this particular case, it's more about oneself. And I'm gonna come back to this with a comment that it makes me think of when I get into discussing Nikki's last video. So then I just happened to turn my sky map on, and I saw this where my phone was actually directed down to the other side of the globe from where I am. So this sign, Cancer, just happens to be the sign of who I believe to be my twin, and M44 is a bit significant because, M is my initial for Matt, and 44 is the number I've heard for the number of, it represents divine union on the upper level dimensions, the fourth dimension, fifth dimension, wherever we exist, our higher self, that connection. And then, now that I see this, there's M67. Now, 6 times 7 is 42. And that's always been considered like a really significant number. Like the number that means like everything in existence or something like that. I'll leave you to look that up yourself. And also 6 plus 7 is 13, which is, I believe, the number of petals, I guess you could call it, on the flower of life, which in sacred geometry, what is basically the web of the universe consists of. So I just thought that was pretty interesting as I was listening to that, and so I took a snapshot. Now the next song that came on, it was just like, couldn't get any better. I mean, 1973 was a great freaking year. So the best of Pink Floyd. I love Pink Floyd. They are my true, like it sounds cheesy, but they are my inspiration to become them. Like, I want to do what they do for today's world. So Money comes on, and I hear, if you've ever heard the song, it's from the Dark Side of the Moon album, which I spoke about in my first video. There's the rattling of change in the beginning, the cash registers, and then, money, it's a gas. You get my drift. Man, the lyrics just lost me. But, the very last lyric is, money, it's a crime. Share it, fair it, but don't take a slice of my pie. Money, so they say, is the root of all evil today. But if you ask for a rise, it's no surprise that they're giving none away. So, yeah, I guess I will start singing eventually. But it's kind of, all of this was really significant as I made my way back to my apartment, and I just happened to be in number 307, which is 73 reversed. And the whole time as I was listening to this playlist, I kept thinking to myself, this energy that's within the music is coming back. It's like it was sent out to the universe back in 1973, and now that energy is making its way back. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. It's like, and you give and you receive. Whatever you put out there, you get back. So it's kind of like all of those messages from back then are sort of coming back to us, and it's up to us now to, there's been, some space in between. There's been some time in between. And it's like, and this little guy, this little knocker here, he looks like a knight, in my opinion. So I feel like I'm guarded at the Emerald Point, in the Emerald City, by this little knight at my door, and it's always welcoming to come home to. So, but anyways, yeah, that was some significance to that. If you understand what I'm trying to say about the coming back, and then kind of like being able to, the past repeats, it does. As the Great Gatsby says, he's challenged by his friend Nick. You can't repeat the past. And then he says, well, of course you can. Of course you can. And we do. We consistently repeat the past. But it's up to us to make the choice as to how we wish to repeat it this time around. So, I enter my apartment, and this song comes on, Piano Man by Billy Joel. And honestly, I really have never really liked the song. I think it's a little bit overplayed, especially at bars, and it's just one of those songs that can get annoying. And but I took some time to listen to it and the real lyrics, and just thought it kind of significant. With red and black are also my favorite colors. My apartment really has always been like red and black, as you can see from my last video with that music picture that I had. It's a black frame with the red border. So anyways, the point is, listening to this particular song. The first verse, it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. How does it go from there? Red crowd, I gotta sing it. Red crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, "Son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes." And that stood out to me like almost representation of past lives, but not just past lives, but this is where I'm going to get into Nikki's last video of the song I had in my mind, I Want to Know What Love Is. I listened to her video again just a little bit ago, and I realized that as you know, if I were to be a representative of any kind of the divine masculine whatsoever, then this is the message that I'm being told to give. It's as that song, I Want to Know What Love is the nature of the males on earth over thousands of years, especially the last 100 or whatever, how many, like saying, we've tried to find love in war, and it's been a battle that we have been fighting for so long, and you know, wow, it's like the message came so clear earlier. So I'll look at the clock here, 11:22. So that's divine guidance saying, "Hey, Matt, you got this. You're gonna channel this, all right." So basically, just look back at history. It's been the patriarchal, control of the world, and we've kind of run it into the ground. I mean, we haven't like in male control, and that goes across all aspects of everything. It's like. And you know it. I mean, the divine female knows it, and it's almost like we feel guilty because the twin flame thing. You know, it's like that's also within us. You know, so like finding that feminine inside. It's like we've hurt ourselves. We've all hurt ourselves. You know, and we're just. We want to know finally what love is, and we know that you can show us because you give birth to children. I mean, that's amazing, you know? I mean, yeah, I mean, the connection that you would have to birth a child, that's love, okay? You feel the world, experience the world, interpret the world on an emotional level where we've apparently been taught to use our logical mind. But is that just has been part of the illusion as well? They say, oh, men are the logical left-brained or whatever, and women are the right creative side, blah, blah. But I think that once again that has left out the point that we are one and we have both. Like it's utilizing both is the key. And so I just wanted to kind of provide my feedback as to what exactly I felt that song was really saying, and to let you know that it wasn't just one person or anything like that, but I feel it was all of the entire male civilization from the beginning of time kind of saying, yeah, pardon my French, but we fucked up here a little bit, and yeah, sorry, that was bad to kind of drop the F-bomb there. But like I said, I'm from Massachusetts, so But that says a lot. But anyways, we want to finally know, and we really do, and it's because we want to, you need us, and we need to have fun. This earth needs to wake up and liven up and have some fun, and it can only do that by getting rid of all that other crap that we've done for so many years. So anyways, I want to actually leave you with this song called "This Light Between Us" by Armin van Buuren, off of his album Mirage, and that's a great album cover. And just look at some of the track names: Mirage, This Light Between Us, Not Giving Up on Love, I Don't Own You, Full Focus, Take a Moment, It Feels So Good, Virtual Friend, Drowning, Down to Love, Coming Home, which is an unbelievable song, These Silent Hearts, and I don't know what these other ones mean, but it's an awesome album. And but I would like to leave you with this track, and for you to follow the lyrics, because I think it relates a lot to what Nikki said in her last video, especially about the gold dust and this and that. And so yeah, I will let it speak for itself, and here we go.
Can you see this light between us? Keeps me breathing through the storm. My head above the crowd. Can you see this light between us? So come a little bit closer now. It's in our eyes. You and me were just believers, believe in what we hold, but sometimes we fall to pieces in the dust. So we should dance like this forever. We're safer on the ground when a million lights surround you and you're moving to the sound. Don't waste another moment. It's waiting for you now. So dive in this new beginning. Let the glory show you how. I would say this light between us keeps me breathing through the storm. My head above the crowd. Can you see this light between us? So come a little bit closer now. It's in our eyes. We'll take a ride outside together. The streets are lined with gold, where the blood becomes a wanted episode. Don't waste another moment. I'm waiting for you now. So dive in this new beginning. Let the color show you how. I would say this light between us keeps me breathing through the storm. My head above the crowd. Can you see this
Well, there you have it. Take good care and peace.